up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, guys. And for people that have never been to my channel before, always hit the subscribe button down below as well as the bell so you're notified when new content drops from me. So guys, today I'm going to be doing a video on some of the basic questions that I usually get asked about my lock journey, like since I started growing out my locks and everything. And I often get asked a lot of questions really on a daily basis when people see me out and about, whenever I've just gotten like my fresh retwist done and everything by my hairstylist. And it's just like, they're like, wow, like who does your hair? Because your hair looks amazing. So of course there comes the other follow-up questions that are usually going to get asked afterwards. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into this. So question number one is, when did I start my lock journey? So guys, I started my lock journey back in November of 2016. So we are coming up on 3 years as of this year. And I just have to say, I'm like amazed at how much my hair has grown out since then. Because when I first started, I was happy that I was starting the journey, but at the same time, I was not happy where I started at. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and like insert this picture just so you guys can like take a look at it right here and just let me know what you guys think, because I did not feel beautiful in this picture at all. I did not, because I was just like, wow, like, who is that person? Like, who is that? It kind of looks to me, I don't know what it would look like to you guys, but to me they look like two different people, simply because at that time my hair was black at the time versus now is black roots and purple ends and everything like that. So that's my beginning process is right here. There it is for you guys. Okay, so moving on. Question number two, was it easy for me to start my locks? It was not an easy journey, guys. I will tell you, it was very, very difficult for me to start. At times, I was almost to a point where I was just like, screw this, I'm done. I don't even want to try to grow locks anymore. But I decided to stick it out just to see what would happen. So I'm at this point now in my life, I'm really, really glad that I didn't like just give up and, you know, chop my hair all off or decide to just go with combs and just comb everything out. I'm really, really happy with the results now. So when I first started out, I decided to go to a African shop to visit a loctician there. Now, this lady, I didn't really know her work for real. So that was mistake number one. Always know who you're dealing with. Always know what type of work they provide to other clients. So that way you don't mess around and have to go through the same thing I had to go through. Or worse, your hair falls out. So when I went to this lady, she decided that it was perfectly okay to use black Eco Styler gel to start my locks with. Do I agree with that? No, I don't. I've seen people start their locks with black Eco Styler gel, and some of them have ended up looking pretty bad. I'm talking full-blown breakage. I mean, they're walking around with half of their dreadlock hanging off. Like this much of it is like hanging. And I'm just like, do you not realize your dread is about to fall off? But, you know, to each his own, I guess. So never, ever start your hair with black Eco Styler gel, because when it is time for you to wash your hair, you're going to be just as disgusted as I was when I went and started filling my roots and all I could see was black yucky stuff coming out all over my fingers. That was completely disgusting. So from there, my godmother at the time, she's no longer here with me, and I had to say that woman was such a beautiful inspiration to me. It is unreal. But she was growing dreadlocks, and if I believe correctly, she was using the Murray's beeswax, the white beeswax, I think it was. So by using that, and I'm guessing I would think that her hair texture was probably along the same line as mine is. So it's a little bit harder to get this type of hair to lock with gel. It just, I don't know why, it just is. But she started using the Murray's beeswax, and it worked good for her hair. I had never heard her complain about having buildup in her hair or that it was too hard to get it out or anything like that. So I would definitely say that beeswax can be an alternative if you're having problems like locking your hair or anything like that. So you don't feel like you're just stuck with Eco Styler gel or any gel in particular. Now later on down the line, I will say it probably will become easier for you if you decide to use gel. But if you're having a hard time, then I would definitely say use the beeswax. Now, as far as how much, I'm not going to say use a thick glob like this, because even when I used it, mine was like this small, like, well, about that small. And even then, that was like enough for me to get through 5 or 6 different locks in my hair before I had to put some more on my fingers. So moving on, question number 3. What locking product did I use? Again, I started using beeswax after the Black Eco Style Gel failed. Now, since then, I have not used beeswax, but I have been using the B&B, which is Bronner Brothers Tropical Roots Firm Locking Gel. So that's this cute little container right here with a little gold cap on it. And it has the pineapple and guava. So it's pretty good for extra firm hold for resistant hair, which is exactly what I have still. Even after almost 3 years, my hair is still resistant. What the heck? But lasting hold with no flaking, which I have never had my hair flake on me at all since I've been using this. Starts and maintains braids, locks, and twists, promotes healthy hair growth, no buildup, filled with natural ingredients, and no dyes or artificial colors. Now, to show you guys, this is pink on the inside like that. That's what that looks like. And it smells like amazing. Like, I love it. Whenever I use it to lock my hair with, I just cannot believe the smell. It is that freaking good. So, aloe vera gel is another thing that I could say you could twist your hair with. Now, I bought this at my hair store, local hair store. So, it's like 98%. So, I'm guessing the rest of it's going to be water. 98% of the gel is in here. Now, you can go to any like health food store, any natural botanical type store and buy the aloe vera leaves, which is like 100% aloe vera. Now, you could do that and twist your hair with it. But also, I like to use this 1 to 2 times a week just to like moisturize my locks. If I notice that they're looking a little dull, a little bit dry, I'll take a little bit on my hand, rub it through, and just, you know, go through my hair like that and then call it a day. So yeah, that's options for that. And then on to question number 4, guys. So what hair dye did you use in your hair? First, this hair dye that's in my hair right now, this is not the dye that I originally started out with after I bleached my locks. Yes, I did bleach them. Before anybody asked, yes, I did bleach them. I knew what I was doing at the time. I did not go with any higher than what I should have, so therefore I still have my hair. Because I've seen people start bleaching their hair, the next thing you know, locks are falling out all over the place. I'm like, oh no, what did you do? So guys, the first brand that I started out with was the Adore. Now, Adore is in a white little bottle about this small. And I think you can get it about that big too, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a cheaper brand hair dye. It's semi-permanent. And it does not last. For me, it did not last. Even though this is not my first rendezvous with like dyeing my hair. So I already knew how to do it. But the product was complete crap. It did not work. After I had it in for like a week or so, I went to wash my hair because I don't believe in just because you have locks does not give you an excuse to say, oh, I'm not going to wash my hair for like 3 or 4 months. I cannot do that. And plus, my hair gets to itching so bad after a couple days. I try to wash my hair every week if I can. Now, again, this is stuff I do. You don't have to follow it. You have to find what works for you. So, with that being said, after I go and wash my hair out, I looked up and like as soon as I got done towel drying my hair off and everything, I go look in the mirror and I'm like, what in the world just happened to my hair? Like, it looks like my color was never there to begin with. It looks like I got spot treatments done on my hair. Where is my hair dye? Going down the sink. So with that being said, I never bought that product ever again. Now, on to the answer to that question. The best answer to that question is Arctic Fox. That is the hair dye that I use. You can buy it at any Sally's beauty supply store. For people that are familiar with the store Hot Topic, the one that's here where I live at, they sell it, but they don't sell the huge variety of colors like Sally's does. Now, Sally's, you're going to find the whole thing. Like, there's like 4 different types of yellows. There's 4 different types of like purple. And this, I use the color Purple Rain in my hair. So this is that color right here. But Arctic Fox comes inside of a black bottle. I mean, you can get a little small bottle, you can get a big bottle like that. I think the big bottles are like $16 if I'm not mistaken. The little small ones are around about $10 bucks. So it's pretty good hair dye. It lasts a lot longer than any other hair dye I've ever used before. And I've tried like the Kiss brand before. It did not last as long. I think I've tried Manic Panic. That was a couple years ago. If anybody remembers, everybody used to be obsessed with Manic Panic. And let me tell you, it is not the best because when it starts to rain, white t-shirts, well, I hope they didn't mean anything to you because they're officially gone. So, moisturizing your locks. everybody asks me what type of moisturizers I use in my locks. So, I use this right here. And guys, we'll cover that up right there. Because I promise you it's not as bad as what it seems. It's like $5. But it's the tea tree that's by this brand right here. So it says braid spray, but it's still good for locks too, because my locks get dry at times a lot, and this is like perfect for moisturizing your scalp. It helps control like itching, flaking, conditions and shines your hair, and it's a cool feel to your scalp. So say you've been itching really bad, you've just been scratching your scalp and your scalp feels hot or like has this burning sensation, whatever you want to call it. You know, once you hit it with, go ahead and just hit it with that, and it calms all that down. Like it brings it down so much. It's crazy. As far as another type of moisturizer I like to use, I use the Luster's Pink Tea Tree Oil. That's that little pink bottle like that. That's what that looks like. So this one soothes itchy scalp, helps relieve dry skin, and it's a natural fungus fighter. So that is why tea tree oil is such a good product. And it doesn't matter whether you have permed hair, dyed hair, locked hair, regular hair, weaves, it doesn't matter. It is good for your hair. Peppermint oil is one that I like to use. Now I take this little bitty bottle of peppermint oil right here, that's by the Hollywood Beauty brand, and I drop some of that inside of this bottle. As you can see, it's kind of like greenish if you see it right here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and like shake it up. All right, go ahead. Now you can kind of see it starting to move a little bit, just a little bit. And I try to, like, every time before I get ready to spray, I try to just shake it around a little bit. And I know they say oil and water doesn't mix. Okay, I got that. But if you're shaking it around, moving it, I highly doubt it's not going to catch your hair, because it catches mine. And normally I put more than that in here, but this is just kind of like a demonstration right now. But I am going to add some more drops of oil to this bottle when I'm done with this video. But I go in, and then of course this bottle right here is, because I know people are probably going to ask me, where did I get this bottle from? I got it from Sally's. So Sally's sells this bottle for like $10, I think it is. But it's probably one of the best hairspray bottles I've ever used before, because it's being 360, which means it kind of sprays like an aerosol. So you saw how I just like pumped that and it just like sprayed, and it'll just keep going. Now, if you really want it to keep going, you could just sit there and just pump, 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 and it's going to keep on going until it finally stops. So I would be very, very careful about things that may be in the way when you're spraying. But, all right, so question number, and actually I skipped. So guys, sorry about that. I have skipped. Question number, this is actually going to be question number 6. So, bing. All right, question number 6. Have you ever had a lock break off? Yes, I have had a lock break off. I believe it was up here around the front somewhere. And it's because it became so freaking thin from me playing around in my hair. When they tell you don't play around in your hair, don't sit there. Like, I know it's really, really hard when you're just like, oh, like, you know, I hate the way my hair looks. Let me just sit here just like twist and twist and twist. And they tell you don't do that. There's a reason why. Because when you sit there and keep twisting and twisting and twisting, you're putting so much tension on your hair as well as your scalp that eventually you're just popping strands of hair, just popping them, popping them, popping them, until after a while you don't have anything left. So what else is going to happen? You're locked. There it goes. It's gone. Unless you can reattach it yourself. Which actually, if you guys have watched my most recent video on locks, you will see my demonstration of how I repair thinning spots in my locks. So that could potentially prevent that from happening to your locks. But yeah, guys, that is all I have for this video today. As always, thank you to all my subscribers that have been with me so far along the way. Hoping for more subscribers in the future. So guys, go ahead again, hit that button. And as always, until my next video, guys, peace.